Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome back to Mount Blade II Bannerlord. Today we are diving in with a first look at the brand new update for the Eagle Rising mod, the Roman mod for Mount Blade, and a new foe has appeared to burn the cities of Rome to the ground, and that is the Dacians, which have come in and replaced the Battanians. So far we have the Valandians that have been replaced by a Gaul faction. We now have Dacia replacing the Battanians, and obviously all the Empire factions have been replaced with Romans. As well as that, if you have not played this mod for a little while, the mod has also received a ton of new kind of improvements to the Romans and other units as well. So they've done a really good job, and I'm super excited now. Basically everything to the west of the Roman Empire is going to be just pure barbarian chaos. They are obviously also working on Scythians, they're working on Greeks, and they're also working on some Eastern factions as well. So obviously it's going to be really amazing, and yeah, I can't wait until they just keep on adding in because they're doing such a good job with this mod. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to go ahead and dive into the campaign first, show you guys the new Battanian lords and kind of unit trees and stuff like that, and then we'll jump out, we'll dive into enhanced battle test, and then we'll play a juicy battle where you guys can see these ferocious warriors actually in battle itself. So let's dive into the campaign. So the first thing I wanted to actually show is you actually get a good glimpse at some of the outfits right now when you're actually choosing your heritage, which is pretty cool. You can obviously see some of the custom Dacian assets. A few things are a little bit messed up here, but this is just because of the way it's set up. It's completely free-flowing actually in the campaign. So you can see some of that. I'm not sure if they've actually changed any of the actual Battanian kind of starting things at all. I'm pretty sure all of these, all the names and stat bonuses and stuff are the same. But again, you start to get a good glimpse at some of the assets that they add in for the Dacians. I mean, it looks so goddamn good. They've done a really good job with some of these assets as you're picking your kind of intro. You can see a lot of these kind of falxes and other weapons like that, which do look very cool. This weapon does seem like it's a little bit messed up, but yeah, I mean, this obviously is just like kind of the intro screen. Again, look how cool these guys look. They look really impressive indeed. So I just wanted to go ahead and show that. We'll dive into the campaign. I'll rush over to Battania really quickly, avoid not getting killed by looters, and oh, that looks so good. And then I'll show you the unit tree and kind of, you know, where you can get these units from. My god, it feels so weird actually moving this fast. After playing Bannerlord online for so long, it really does feel weird being able to move, move at this speed, be able to triple speed and other stuff like that. But yeah, so as we're making our way over to Battania, I did want to go ahead and show you guys. So you actually see them on the map now. They are now this beautiful blue color, whereas the Valandians, or what are now the Gauls, are now obviously over there, and they're green. So we've kind of switched around the color, which is pretty cool. And what I want to do actually show you guys is the new Roman units as well. So you can see the Roman tree has been very much cleaned up. The initial Empire levies have these really small square shields. Then obviously as you go up, you can see just the improvement to the actual assets themselves. Like, these are looking so much better. Not that they were looking bad in the first place, but they've done a really good job of just improving these assets on the Roman soldiers. Yeah, it's really impressive work, honestly. They look really good. And you've got slingers now involved in some of the units, and obviously updated variants of the auxiliary archers and stuff like that. And there's obviously also a noble tree as well for the Romans, which you can go ahead and mess around with. And I believe it's actually, is it tied to, can you recruit from castles now in 1.9? Is that a noble tree? I'm not even sure if you can anymore. Maybe not. Maybe you have to own it. Again, look how cool these guys look as well. Really just great stuff. But yeah, let's continue over to Battania so you guys can take a look at their units. And I mean, why not? I'll also go over to Gaul as well so you guys can see. Oh, sorry, yeah. I mean, it is Gaul now. I'll go over to Valandia so you guys can see their units as well. So let's just dive into here. So obviously, if you just go to any Battanian land, you'll be able to go ahead and see them. And they've actually got a pretty good, roster to begin with. The Dacians are looking, fairly fierce. And again, the assets are here. They have said that they're going to be constantly like their main focus now that they've got kind of a full Dacian roster in the game, is to obviously work upon that, improve some of the assets, kind of really fine-tune this army. But you can see they've got a pretty decent branching roster. They've obviously got their warrior ones right here, who are more heavily armored, and obviously that beautiful shield that they have as well is great. Then we have kind of a spear line down this way. Again, looking great. I mean, obviously, they also have a cavalry way as well. And it'd be really interesting as well to have kind of, I guess these are more of like that Scythian cavalry. They have a very long spear. Obviously, Dacia being very close to the more nomadic tribes to the north. So having some of that influence in their roster would be quite cool. But maybe that does come down their noble tree. They obviously have a decent line of marksmen as well. You guys can get a good look at some of their units. Some of it actually custom quivers as well by the looks of it back there. Right there, some horse archers. Again, I guess this is more of their Scythian roots coming in, or kind of nomadics. They also got some raiders as well. These guys have pretty large axes, not heavily armored, but their main job is just to lob these javelins in the side of the enemy. But I'm a big fan of these units. I love that Falx weapon. I imagine the Dacian Sika has probably pretty good armor piercing, I would imagine, on that weapon. I can't actually see, you can only see the swing speed and the damage, but I imagine it will have really good armor piercing, able to get in the crevices of that Roman armor, which they're going to need to do so. Obviously as well, you know, all their lords have been changed as well. Caldog is now the leader of the Dacians, and it would be cool as well, you know, if they did change some of these names to be, you know, more Dacian appropriate. But again, that's probably something that will come along. They did do that with the Battanians. I believe, as we make our way over to Battania, so you guys can take a look at their unit roster. I believe they changed a lot of the Battanian names because I guess it was so far-fetched, you know. You have like Derhart and other people like that, you know, it's not really a Battanian name. So they did go in and change a lot of these. But maybe for Battania, sorry, yeah, for the Valandians, but maybe for, you know, Vercingetorix leading them forward. But maybe for like Battania, you don't really need to because they are, you know, fairly barbaric. Anyway, so let's get our way over to Battania, just so you guys can see the full roster there in case you haven't already. As we're crossing as well, it does seem like the Romans are actually besieging some of the Dacians, looking to expand their influence almost immediately over there. That's pretty goddamn cool. But yeah, we're basically at the Battanian, sorry, I keep on calling them Battanian because they're green. We're now at the Gallic stronghold, and again, actually no troops here, of course. Let's go to Sargot then. And see. Oh, so almost got caught there. It wouldn't be a Jackie Fish episode if I didn't get caught by barbarians. Come on, are there truly no recruits around here whatsoever? There has to be, surely. Yeah, there we go. So as you can see, these are the kind of Gallic, you know, Celtic-esque soldiers. You can kind of see the differences in there as well as they get kind of over and more upgraded. So this mod is really, really, I would say this is probably the best overhaul experience you're going to get if you're looking for custom units. This definitely has the most high quality and some of the best ones out there. Really, really impressive stuff. With got some slingers as well, and obviously slingers are a completely different unit type as well, which is very cool. So let's jump out now that we've taken a look at the entirety of the campaign, and let's dive into a battle with the Dacians. We'll go up against some Roman troops and we'll see how we will fare. Okay guys, so I've gone ahead and set up the armies now in the enhanced battle test. I'm obviously going to be commanding a Dacian Falxman. We have a morale standard right here, so he'll be buffing the stats, same with this guy as well, of my army. We then have 175 of these bad boys ready to descend upon the enemy. 125 of spears, which will be kind of just giving me the extra kind of punch with my defensibility. If anyone does charge me, they'll be doing a pretty decent job. Then for my shock infantry, I bought 45 of these bad boys, looking absolutely beautiful. We're gonna have 50 of these ones, so these are a little bit more lightly armored, but just help kind of pad out my numbers. I then have 50 of these Dacian archers. Again, that really nice bow that they have will be able to do some decent damage. And then 40 of these elite shock cavalry. So a fairly elite force. However, I have not skimped on the Romans. We have Lucon leading them in his beautiful golden armor. He's then protected by these bad bitches right here, ready to give their lives for their king or their emperor. We have 250 legionaries, which are going to be obviously a sturdy foe. 150 of these more elite ones. So these are the tier 5s, I think. So they're going to be pretty hard to kill. You then have 50 of these elite archers. So I have more archers, but they have the higher quality. And then I'll go ahead and give them 40 of this cavalry as well. So I think we outnumber them a little bit, but do keep in mind that these Pila are going to kill a large portion of my army. So let's now dive into the battle. I'll go ahead and just pick a decent map. So let's go ahead and pick, we'll go out in the, do you want to be in the forest? Forest isn't great for terrains. Let's go just battle number 16. Let's dive into this. And we'll take a look at how the forces actually look on the battlefield. I'm sure they'll look glorious. And this is a nice little plain battlefield that we do have access to right now. So yeah, there's a beautiful river here as well. I doubt the enemy will push on me. But let's form up our formation, because I'm very interested to see what all of these guys do look like on the battlefield. So we'll just take our cavalry there for now. The AI will probably just push their way up on this hill, which obviously is very smart by the Romans, but we'll take a look at them as we do get closer and closer. So let's take a look at the Dacians right now. Oh, they look so good. So we obviously have the more elite ones. I love it that some of them are blind. Then the helmets are really nice as well. Yeah, look at the detail in on them helmets. He's done a great job at modeling them. And if I obviously get them into a shield wall as well, you'll be able to see them. They'll look great. Yeah, all the different colors of the shields. Spears popping out as well. Look at them standards. Oh, that is really cool as well. Having the standards is great. I definitely need to try and get the flag mod to work. It has been updated, I think, for 1.9 in some way. So I really need to get Bear My Banner, because having all the war banners as well going up would be great. But yeah, that is really good. I love the look of these wolf heads. Just kind of holding up. And again, this formation does look great. You got a lot of these falcons, a lot of the spears. Whenever you look at the cavalry as well, you can see these guys kind of with their curved blades. That's good. This weapon will be so goddamn deadly. Are the enemy actually hitting me from there? My god, the auxiliary Roman archers are so OP. Look at them go. But yeah, then we have the cavalry. Again, beautiful armor. I really love that weapon. That war scythe is amazing. When we have Iron Falksmen again, they're equipped with a lot of javelins, and then have their falcons that they can pull out. And again, you can also see their leg guards as well, right there. So yeah, detail from head to toe. Then we also have the archers again back here. Oh, some of my archers are actually volleying off as well. One guy thinks he has a shot. Go on, take that shot. Take it. Go on, I'll follow it, and I'll see if you get a hit. I've already lost it. Okay, maybe. Oh, okay. The enemy are really pounding on us, so we're going to have to actually close our distance on them. But yeah, my god, that looks amazing. Obviously, we have our weapons as well. Javelins. We have our scythe as well. This Falx is a brilliant weapon. It's fast, and it will go and cut through the Romans pretty effectively. Okay, so where are the Romans stationed? Romans are stationed all the way up on this hill. So I guess we'll kind of move through the woods this way. Can I not drag out my formation? There we go. So let's move through the woods. We'll have these guys a little bit further back. Our archers, we only have 50 of them actually. If I gave myself a lot more, maybe I will get some more reinforcements. So let's form up these guys here, these guys there. The falcons can sit back, and the cavalry can just kind of push through. We'll also stick the cavalry into a skein formation as well. And I'm going to just overload it with one side. I want my cavalry just to smash through this side. I think that'll be a good idea. As you can see, I'm actually a bit scared, but I don't want to push all these guys up immediately though, because I kind of want them to be a bit behind my shield wall. Just leave the archers like here, because then maybe they can help out. Because I obviously don't want the shield wall to be overrun. And the arrow fire to really be hitting them. Look at all the arrows as well. Oh, it seems like there's a little bit of a bug here, but obviously, you know, stuff like this will be fixed. It seems like there's a bit of an entry box for the shields. The shields are kind of acting much larger. They're blocking way kind of sooner than they should. But you know, stuff like that, you know, this is the first installment of it, will definitely be fixed. And that just looks amazing. Look at that. That looks really good as they advance further and further forward. I love that shield bearer, I really do. And obviously you can also see kind of like the hook pike of the spear as well. It's pretty goddamn cool. And arrows in the top bow do look a bit silly. I'm sure that stuff like that will be cleaned up as we go further forward. Are my archers returning fire? Yeah, nice. Some of my archers are now returning fire on the enemy. It's kind of, you know, obviously making them keep their heads down. Oh yeah, whilst we're advancing as well, obviously get the Romans like up to here. We can also take a look at the actual the enemy soldiers as well on the battlefield. So we got their Syrian auxiliary archers here, exchanging out, and we got the Roman legionaries and also the other units as well, which are scattered in there more with the scale armor. And obviously we've got the cavalry. What I'm really looking forward to though is the general units. I haven't seen the proper chess piece as well. I'm not sure if they're commanding the cavalry. Yeah, look at that armor piece right there that she's wielding. That is a thick piece of armor right there. My god, she looks like she's just had too much at Thanksgiving. That's amazing. Cool. So let's close up our distance now. Obviously our main strength is going to come in our javelins. So let's just do that. Unfortunately though, we are not faring too well missile wise. I'm actually probably going to get my infantry out of that shield wall just so we can get up there a little bit closer. And then as we get closer, we'll form up. So let's get close. Let's move in. The auxiliary archers are going to be painful. But we do outnumber. They actually outnumber us. Wow. I think we must be waiting for reinforcements, honestly, right now. So that arrow fire is going to be hurting. Okay, definitely go ahead and form a shield wall now. Okay, give that shield wall up, boys. Kind of absorb a missile fire. Let our archers kind of skirmish off of them a little bit. Get our skirmishes to one side. So our archers should be able to start returning fire now. Yeah, go. Should be able to start doing some work. We are also in the forest as well, but their bows are just so good. They really are. So far this is not looking... Oh, they're throwing their peeler at me as well. Luckily, we are in shield one. Again, luckily that my archers are absorbing all this peeler, so I'll take this right now. It looks bad, but they're wasting a lot of the Roman strength right now, killing my Dalian bows, who are just getting slaughtered. I guess it's just such a big difference in armor, right? We do have this lever on, but they're obviously in mail. Okay, they wasted a lot of their javelins, so now let's move up a little bit here. God, we have so much infantry there. That is 400-man block right there. Okay, I'm going to throw my cavalry up now. I'm going to throw my cavalry to go and smash this right flank. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my skirmishers up as well. The skirmishers are going to come in this. I'll get my skirmishers in a skein formation as well. My God, we are getting massacred right now. We got 1 kill with our Dalian bows. And that's about it. Oh my God! That peeler! As I told you, the Roman strength. Look at all them peeler. And look at the ones in the shields as well. Our cavalry should do some good work, though. Yeah, the cavalry moving in should deal with the enemy cav fairly effectively. God, where am I? Lost myself for a second. Okay, we'll continue to get a little bit closer. I really want these guys ready to push in. My cavalry has done amazing, though. Yeah, the Dacian horse is doing work right now. We have 10 archers left as well. Let's get a little bit closer. I really want these guys to be throwing their javelins in the side. We are being hit by some enemy charges right there. But my cav should hopefully deal with that. Yeah, look how awesome these 2 battle lines do look as well. It's amazing. And I really want these javelins because, again, these falcons do have a lot of these javelins. And now the Romans don't have any peeler left. So I really want... Well, they have some, actually, I guess. Let's do that. Let's do that. The enemy have any cavalry left? The enemy have barely any cavalry left. Perfect. So now let's get all our cavalry over here. And we're going to rear charge these guys. Let's get a little bit closer with our formation. Damn, this looks amazing. This really does. Let's continue to push these guys up. The Romans are simply just holding that hill. And it's going to be a downward hill. But then obviously our cavalry is going to come flying into the back of them when they form up. Definitely prepare yourself, boys. My formation is not looking good. Hold the line, boys. Oh my God, we're so close. Them javelins are racking up some good kills in the side, obviously. Keep on throwing them. Keep on lobbing them javelins. I wish I could tell them to throw more of their javelins here. Do we just close in now? I kind of feel like these javelins just can do so much more work. Obviously, the Roman cavalry is still causing some issues. I have some javelins. I've already thrown my javelins. So Romans get closer and closer. Yeah, I mean, we're racking up kills right now, and our missiles are also doing some good damage as well back there. A few arrow volleys coming in. God damn, look at all the spears and javelins there. So again, just to alliterate, if you guys don't know what's happening here, I think the hitbox for the shield is kind of a lot larger than it needs to be on these custom shields. So it's a little bit messy right now. Alright, I think we just close the distance, right? Let the Romans obviously do their work, and then charge our... So we're gonna actually pause it. I'm gonna stick it on slow-mo. And we're just going to come in from every single side. So these guys push forward. We have our skirmishers push forward and the cavalry push forward. And we're just going to descend upon this formation from like every single side. So our shield wall holding them in place. Our Scythian-esque cavalry moving in. These guys will do so much damage. Then we have our Falxes as well, which should be able just to rip the Romans apart. I think we'll completely surround them. Yeah, look at that. Hitting them from the back. The Romans do not stand a chance. Look at all that green on the right-hand side. I feel like I'm in California right now. Let's obviously make sure that we get ourselves stuck in there as well, because I definitely do want to rack up some of the kills. Yeah, let's move in. Can we even get around here? I mean, the Romans are just dropping like flies, able to do some decent damage. I really want to see how much weapon. Oh, 73 damage. Yeah, this weapon. Oh, yeah, this weapon is perfect for killing Romans. As the Romans, you're going to, like, I think the Dacian infantry is going to be one of the scariest around for sure. There's Luke on as well. Let's try and bring him off his horse. I mean, obviously, I'm playing one of the higher tier infantry. But yeah, we've just cut them down. We really have. It's a shame that we do have this bug right now with all the arrows and peeler, because it does kind of make the battle look a little bit wonky, but still cool nonetheless. Yeah, but as I said, you're gonna have to make the Roman peeler, you know, count, because if you don't, my God, the Dacians gonna cut you down. They still have some cavalry left, but yeah, this infantry, these weapons are perfect for dealing with them. They really are. so much damage. And I just, again, have to give the mod team props, honestly. This looks so good. They have really outdone themselves with the Dacians. Do let me know as well what you guys think of them down below in the comments. I'd be very interested to know if you guys like this faction, if you're going to be kicking up the brand new update and playing around. And I even just love the little touches with the the wolf standards and stuff. You add that in with a flag mod and you're going to be great. Look at the Romans. That was a massacre when our infantry got stuck in there. 200 kills on these picked warriors. That is insane. So there we go. That's going to be the brand new update. And my god, is it a good one. I definitely go ahead and recommend that you do go and load up a brand new campaign with this mod. I believe as well that this mod is semi-compatible. The new update might not be, but definitely do keep an eye on Carelia Expanded as well, because I believe this mod has had patches in the past where it has been compatible with Carelia Expanded. I'll probably start a new campaign when them two mods do merge to one another. I think that'd be really fun. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this new update in the comments down below. Is it worth you reloading up Bannerlord in 1.9 with all the new updates and starting a new campaign? I definitely think you should. But let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.